The only reason why it's cinematic is because back in the film days.
Hey, welcome to part 3 of Cinematic Video for Beginners with Bryen Trawick. In this video, he's going to talk more about editing and how shooting at a higher frame rate gives you more information. He's also going to talk about something that, well, has been the industry standard for, I'll say, like 100 years, but it isn't necessarily always will give you the best cinematic look for your video. So if you haven't already watched the other parts of this video series, do make sure you go back and catch those. And stay to the end of this video because I'll give a preview of the next part.
The only reason why it's cinematic is because back in the film days, you had to shoot 24 to sync up audio.
Okay, that was why.
We just started shooting 24 frames for the next 100 years,
Just because, right?
And so that's where it's like cinematic. But for me, I usually shoot kind of everything. I like that 4K 60 frame rate.
So did you slow the frame rate down in post with the void?
Some
a little.
Some shots we kind of sped up. Sometimes some shots you can speed up a little bit. You have more room in editing if you shoot with those higher frame rates.
Okay.
You can always shoot at 60 and then knock it down or export it out at 30 frames or 24 frames. So I think that, and that's kind of why you get a little bit more freedom. I don't like to shoot something and it should be locked into that setting.
Right.
And so it's like gum, right? Bubble chew gum. If I wanted to blow a bubble and I had big chew, I could blow a big bubble. If I had little trident, I really couldn't blow a bubble.
Right. Yeah.
I don't have the gum. So for me, I like to have that information there if I need it.
Yeah, that is helpful. And you didn't do a whole lot of post on this, right? You did a little color correction.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah. So we didn't really go too extreme with it. It just really kind of like graded a little bit, made it a little bit more kind of golder, give that gold to it. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think that it made it easy because the studio really is just black. It's just, this is the studio. It's a water studio. The backdrop is just pitch black.
Okay.
So made it kind of easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think even at that, I'm not really, a lot of people get heavy into color grading and do all this kind of, which is great, but I kind of more like, let me try to get it really close in camera. So then I'm getting minimal stuff in post.
When it came out in post. And you also shot it in RAW, correct?
Yeah.
So that gives you more information too, right?
Yeah. Okay. So, and that's the other thing, where it comes to cameras and what you want to shoot it on and all that. So the cool thing about that was Panasonic just kind of announced this RAW update. If you pair it with an Atomos Ninja, so output through the camera to that.
Oh, okay.
Then that records as a hard drive.
So S1, that's a full frame, right?
It is, yeah.
It is a full frame. So on a micro 4/3, which I'm shooting on, you're going to have some crop factor issues coming in there. Is that true? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is like another big thing, right? With videos is sensor size.
Yes.
I personally, for video, love the micro 4/3 sensor. It's amazing.